Well, the question sometimes arises after our videos is, why does a person have 40cc saw, something in that class? Well, I just spent half an hour clearing this out, you know, cutting a bunch of these kind of things. Probably better off with a darn pole saw, but we have a lot of that on the farm. So as much as I like to talk about my 372s and my Chinese saws and all this stuff, the block and tackle of what we do sometimes ends up being just like this, in addition to firewood. And we have 27,000 foot of fence we got to keep clean, and that little 40cc saw that we call Mary's saw does the bulk of that work. I sure wouldn't want to climb up and down this hill doing all the brush work with a 372. You know, they have their role. And I was thinking as I was coming down that hill, after cutting my way up to about halfway, you can see where I stopped, because that was all across the fence line. I was thinking how glad I was that I had a saw that weighed less than 10 pounds. I got a bunch of that to do today. I might get some video in, but you know, that answers a question. I'd pick that over a 350. I'd pick that over anything for that kind of work. Except the 543, which is Mary's saw. So I've inherited this one. And I don't want to wear hers out, and I don't think she wants me to. So this is the saw that's going to get the bulk of that work this year. Now these are a little bit high for a saw. I'm going to have to pull them down so I can get to them. So I won't film that operation. But then I've got to work down through here, because I don't want to get the new truck scratched up when we go back and forth to this pasture. So it'll just look down there. I'll set a camera somewhere as I'm working along. I got to cut that all back. Pretty much par for the course. So this little Husky 440 is going to get a workout. I have this blend of a Husqvarna 372 and John Thread 2165. Red plastic around orange hardware as my backup saw. It needs some runtime. Set the stand up there. It's looking down into the valley there. You got the horses over there to make sure I do it right. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, they're going to come over and say, hey, you know something? Where's my food? Where's my water? Where's my fly spray? Bring me back to the barn. So, anyway. This is the type of operation that makes you glad 40cc and smaller saws exist. Just to answer the question, why would you have a 40cc saw as compared to what you typically see on YouTube and everywhere else? And this is why. Time to move the camera. Yeah, I like my truck. I love those mirrors with that little flip out there, so it's easier to see where you're backing with a trailer. Like someone actually thought that thing out. I'm not gonna make a video about a damn truck though. There's a million of them out there. I'm just trying to make it where I can get down in here with this nice truck and keep it nice. You know? That's the name of this game. What the heck am I listening to? Freaking David Bowie. There you go. So this is what we ended up with. A little bit of 40cc love going on right here. You know, there's a method too, is when you have them dropping down like that, because they're reaching for light, they're going to fall right into your fence line, right? So you take them down, let them fall, and then cut them about, I don't know, half to 2/3 towards the top. And then take the first section of the tree from the stump to the top and pull it off first. Anyway, and the reason why you do that is because if you don't, you'll be throwing all your trees on top of each other, and it gets really tough after a couple of those trees have got 4 or 5 more on top of them. See, the horses are a little upset because they don't have water. That's part of what this operation is, so I can get down here with a truck and get them some water.
Are you looking for a place to get screened?
No, we're not going through the woods.
Do you want it to be easy and order only
My son's truck, well, yeah, we'll do that. This truck, no.
then embroidery, prints, t-shirts,
Gotta take a look and see what they have for water.
or printed tees. Whether you need just
I think they got a little bit.
or a few for your crew or hundreds for an event, embroidery can provide
They need more.
custom printed t-shirts fast and easy. The next time.
Oh, girls, you got a little left in there? Yeah? That's Gracie. She's a funny story. So, anyway, back to the house, get something to drink, come back with a tank of water for the horses, and fix the water in the barn, and that'll be my day. Typical Saturday. But I figured I'd put together a small video to show why a person buys a 40cc saw. Boy, it looks to me like grass is growing really fast. We might have hay in a couple weeks. You know? Look at the way it's growing. Home and as Brad Paisley had in one of his songs, check for ticks. Last time you were down this road with the camera, there was a whole bunch of snow on it. What a difference a couple of months make. I think I'm gonna go fishing tonight. That's my plan. Go home, cleaned up, wash the stink off, get something to eat. It's Memorial Day weekend, should be having fun. Get some burger, come down here and go fishing. Alright, talk to you guys later, bye for now. Hope you have a nice Memorial Day, and I hope you remember what it's for. While I was up there doing the fence line, Mary was building a garden. She tilled it 3 times, drove in those posts and put up those hog panels to try to keep the deer out, dogs out, cows out. Right?
I just wanted to show you. is I took this panel and I cut it and spun it. So this becomes a gate that we can get the truck in and out of. So that'll
Check this
swing
out.
way.
This is called Mary Engineering.
And this becomes a garden gate.
Look at the hinge. She cut it and bent them suckers around and made a hinge. And you got a two-way gate, you got the walk-in gate, and you got the main gate. You know, some people are just damn creative. See that robin over there? He's picking at your worms, Mary.
That's a good thing.
See him?
At least this year I don't have that stupid bird that put her nest in my garden. At least not so far.
That's really clever.